Hey guys, I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. This is not Mega Man 8, as you can see. It's a little bit uglier, but in its own way, much more beautiful. This is Mega Man 9, which is trying to be like an old NES game, and we're right in the middle of the story here. It is the year 20XX, and the world breathes a collective sigh of relief, now that Mega Man has once again put an end to Dr. Wily's plans for world denominations. So the Mega Man 9 tries to be like an old classic NES game. I don't know how faithful it is technically to it, if it follows the same exact palette choices that you'd have to make on the NES. No clue. I know the music is pretty much exact. Robots start going wild all over the world. Could this be Dr. Wily up to his old tricks? And if it is, would you be surprised? I love Dr. Light's laboratory here. It's just adorable. It's the design from Mega Man 8, but done in this cute style. I love the way it looks. And Mega Man's already in Mega Man mode. He doesn't even look like Rock or anything. I do like how the news lady is Chun-Li. There's Volcano Man, like I was talking about Mega Man 8. It's kind of cool. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not my doing. I have a bump on my head for some reason. These robots are Dr. Light's creations. This proves he's had evil designs on the world all this time. Really? Because Mega Man 1 and... yeah, Mega Man 1 were his robots. That didn't prove anything. It's time I turned my efforts to world domination. Why don't you join me, Dr. Wily? No! You look like Santa Claus, and you can't be evil if you look like Santa Claus. I can't join you. I've changed my evil ways. You need to stop this nonsense. It's a good thing they're just recording this. I, Dr. Wily, have created my own robots to stop Dr. Light, but only your donations can help me complete them. Fun fact, the Swiss bank account, 1987, 12/17, is the date the first Mega Man game was released, I believe. Also, why would Dr. Wily need money? He's created robots in Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 5, and Mega Man 7 and 8, and then Mega Man and Base. And he didn't need money from anyone, he just did it. And those of you who don't know, Mega Man 4, the robots were created by Dr. Cossack, and Mega Man 6, I believe the robots were created by other scientists from around the world. They just aren't specified. For starters, I'm going to do something about those robots. I like how Beat's there. Also, Rush is adorable. I love you, Rush. Thanks, Mega Man. Be careful out there. You haven't done this in a while. I think that's what he says, something like that. Haven't done this in a while. Which makes me think, how many years has happened since, like, Mega Man 8, Mega Man and Base, all that. Anyways, whatever. Here is, okay, the Capcom logo, whoops. And then Mega Man 9. Ugh. Gorgeous music. This game, by the way, has probably my personal favorite Mega Man soundtrack. Mega Man 9 has just an amazing soundtrack. Every song in here is incredible when it's not being lazy. Whoops, wrong button. We're going to go to special games, by the way. We're going to go to Proto Man mode. I've already beaten the game on Mega Man, with Mega Man, and now we're Proto Man, which is pretty cool. Look at all these guys. Cargo Man, Jewel Man, Hornet Man, Tornado Man, Plug Man, Galaxy Man, Mega Man, Magma Man, Splash Man. Let's go to Galaxy Man, who is the easiest one to defeat with just like the Mega Buster, or Proto Buster, I guess in this case. Listen to this music. Well, that stuff's cool, but the actual music. So cool. So, the difference between Mega Man and Proto Man in this game, Mega Man plays like he does in Mega Man 1 and 2. There's no slide, and there's no Mega Buster. Like, there's no charge-up Mega Buster. Proto Man, however, plays like Mega Man from Mega Man 4 onwards. He's got the slide, he can charge up his weapons. The only other difference, though, is he is weaker in terms of defense. He takes double damage. He can also block projectiles when he's jumping, because of his Proto Shield. But yeah, the major difference is he takes double damage. So he effectively has half the health that Mega Man does, making this the hard mode, I guess. There is a hard mode, it's like hero mode. But Proto Man, you can't choose a different difficulty. He kind of has his own little mode. Anyways, I have never actually beaten Mega Man 9 on Proto Man mode, and it is an achievement on the Xbox One edition of this game. So I figured, let's do it. Might as well record it. I hope I can get through it, because it's rather difficult. And one of the reasons why I choose Galaxy Man is because he's the easiest Robot Master, and he's got one of the easiest levels. There's very few actual enemies. It's more of like traps and stuff. So this will be a good chance for me to take it easy, kind of get used to the older controls, and just marvel how gorgeous this game is. Oh, I love it. So cool. So this was announced. That was just awesome. There hadn't been a Mega Man game in quite a while at that point. There wasn't much for even the newer stuff, let alone the classic series. So seeing this was just like, oh my god, like classic Mega Man's back. It's hard to believe too that this was also 9 years ago. And then Mega Man 10 came out in 2010, and oh whoops, in 2010, and that is 7 years ago. It's just crazy to think how long it's been since we had any Mega Man games. We've just gotten collections and whatnot, but whatever. Avoid you. Back to regular P-Buster. Woo! Yeah, look how good I am. Not killing anyone. Jeez, I don't even know how hard it would be to do a pacifist run in a Mega Man game. That'd be just not impossible, obviously, but... Oh, this guy got me. So, I like this guy because it's like, oh, that wasn't very dangerous, but it sets up this trap here, so you just want to be careful. There we go. Mega Man 9 is a well-designed and clever game, but it relies a little too much on the old games. I don't mean in terms of its graphics. I mean in terms of... there's little things that just like, alright, we get it. This was done in another Mega Man game. And while I personally like Mega Man 9 better than Mega Man 10, Mega Man 10 is probably the better designed game. I know that doesn't make any sense, and it'll make more sense when we play through Mega Man 10. Alright, let's take out Galaxy Man, who is annoying because he can just kind of screw off and leave the fight for a little bit. So try to get a hit here. Ah, frick, stupid me. He likes to go up there, plants a gravity bomb. Just gonna get away from him. Shoot him a couple times. There we go. And that's the fight with Gravity Man. He can fling himself at you, as you can see from the beginning of the fight. But he's very easy, as you can tell. So he's a perfect candidate for the first boss with just your Proto Buster. Bam. I can't believe I jumped over that. I should have slid, actually. But hey, I came out alive, so I'm okay. Bam. So, unlike Mega Man 8, this, again, goes back to Mega Man 1 through 6. There are classic E-Tanks. I believe Beat attacks enemies in this game. I'm not 100% sure on that. You have classic Rush Coil and Rush Jet, or as Proto Man, there's Proto Coil and Proto Jet, I guess. I don't know. And this is actually the first time Proto Man is fully playable, so you get to see him actually get different abilities. Bass was fully playable in Mega Man and Bass, so it's not weird to see him get different abilities, but Proto Man's never really changed colors before, so this is just kind of cool. I love that stance, too. You got a new weapon, no shit. Woo! Black Hole Bomb. Kind of cool looking. And there we go. And then you get the lazy Mega Man 2 music, and you can see there I've already beaten the game with Mega Man, because you need to do that in order to access Proto Man. Save select, and if you press start... Oh, why isn't it doing it? You're supposed to be able to go to the shop. Maybe Proto Man doesn't have a shop, actually. I did notice that last level there weren't any bolts or anything, so maybe... Okay, so... This is Jewel Man, by the way. Great music. We're going to shut up for some music right now. First, get the whistle. Love it. Love the music. What's this saying? Oh, yeah. So, like Mega Man 7, there are bolts scattered around that you can pick up after defeating enemies, and you can use them as currency to buy things in the shop. As I was kind of noticing, but I didn't want to say anything, because I wasn't sure if it was just me, but there weren't any bolts in Galaxy Man stage. I was like, why not? And I guess it's because I don't have a store for Proto Man. That kind of sucks, because that makes this game even harder. Because in Mega Man mode, you can just buy a ton of E-Tanks, like I did in Mega Man 7. It looks like I won't have that luxury, so I'm a little worried now. Because again, oh shit, I'm dead, damn it. I have never beaten this game with Proto Man, because he's just much more difficult. So I apologize, there will probably be lots of deaths in this run. But whatever, I mean... Whatever, if I can beat Mega Man X1 without getting a single upgrade and then record it for you guys, I can do this. Try to make it as entertaining as possible. Really, when you get down to it, Mega Man 9 is not a difficult game. It's not an easy game by any means, but it's classic Mega Man. It's about memorizing enemy patterns, enemy positions. That's all it is. And when you're as good as me, you know, that's not too hard. I'm just joking. Wow, that sounded so douchey. When you play as many Mega Man games as I do, you get used to the idea of memorizing patterns and stuff like that. So, while there can still be, it's still be difficult because it's still, like, you know, skill heavy, it can be done. I mean, one of the achievements in this game, and it's an in-game achievement, it's not an actual Xbox achievement, is Mr. Perfect, and that's to get through the entire game without getting hit. Parker, whom you may know as, well, if you know him, is the guy who did, Goof Troop with me and Sean, and he also did Power Rangers with me. And he has gotten the Mr. Perfect achievement, and that guy's a friggin' maniac. I have no idea how he did it. Mind you, you can save after each level, and then if you get hit, load. So pretty sure he did that. But even then, that's still ridiculous, because the Dr. Wily stage is 4 levels, I believe, 4 or 5 levels that are completely, uninterrupted. Wow, that took a lot of HP from me. So you can't save in between those. So you still have to do all the Robot Master fights and Dr. Wily in order, in sequence, without getting hit. That's just friggin' insane. I'll never do that, and I won't even try. I will clearly get hit, and that's okay. Jump. Smack, smack, there we go. Good, good, good. I believe in terms of pure power, Proto Man and Mega Man are the same, except for, obviously, I've got a Mega Buster shot, so there's that, I guess. Ooh, nice. Having lower defense means that each life up is that much more important. So yeah. So question of the day. What's your opinion on Mega Man 9 and 10 doing the old school classic looking, like, 8-bit style? Is that something you think is a good idea, or is it like, really, like, come on, is that lazy? It's straight up easier to make a game look like this. But at the same time, it's fun to have those limitations and make something that looks very pretty. And I think that Mega Man 8 is a perfect example of a game that uses all the technology or whatever of the PlayStation to make a gorgeous game, but doesn't actually add anything. And in the end, became a subpar Mega Man compared to 1 through 7. Still a good game, but not quite as good or as memorable as the first couple. So I think this was a good idea. Whoa, damn. Okay, I'm just gonna die here. Well, when I get to Jewel Man. So, like, they could have made this just gorgeous, but at the same time, Mega Man X games tried to do that, and they weren't well done. Just gonna go. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was a lot faster than I thought it would be. Now to use the actual weakness I should be using. You'll see how easy he is. But no, I think it was a good idea for this one, but maybe Mega Man 10 shouldn't have done it. And if they do a Mega Man 11, avoid the classic thing. I'd be okay if they made a Mega Man X9 with the Super Nintendo Mega Man X graphics. That'd be kind of cool, because that hasn't been really done yet, right? So that'd be interesting. Jewel Man, by the way, jumps whenever you jump, so you can kind of control him in a sense to make him get hit more frequently. He's dead now. Wow, that was super easy. Ba-da, you were easy? I don't know. I'm not good at lyrics. So Jewel Man was originally going to be Jewel Woman, which I can't believe I didn't mention this, by the way. This has a woman robot master, which is kind of cool. It took forever, and we don't ever see one again so far, so that's a little lame. But they had, I think Jewel Woman was an idea, and there was Hornet Woman, but they ended up with Splash Woman, which is okay. Alright, next up is Plugman, who is like Sparkman's older brother, or younger brother. It's kind of cool. Good music here, too. Whistle. Oh, I love it. If you can find it, the soundtrack for this game is really cheap to, legally buy it. Capcom has it on sale fairly frequently. I got it for free. They were giving away the bunch of the soundtracks for free digitally. So I grabbed it. It's like on my phone, and if I'm doing like a long trip in the car, I'll listen to this or Shovel Knight's music. I love 8-bit music, and this game, just every song is just so good. So yeah, if you get a chance to get this and support Capcom, then I suggest you do it. Don't just download it for free. That's mean. They put a lot of work into this. That being said, don't pay too much either, because while I'm all up for supporting Capcom, I want to make sure that they understand that we do want a classic, like a new Mega Man, not just re-releases forever. Like, I get nostalgia as a very powerful tool, but they kind of go a little far with it. Here are the classic blocks that we get, as you can see. And as you can see just from the block formations, some of them can be fairly difficult. Yeah, it went up. It gets much harder. Here we get like weird shadow clones. This is difficult for Mega Man, but not so much for Proto Man, because Proto Man can, slide, so you can get away from them easily. So here we get some actual kind of difficult jumping things. Careful here. Yeah, just want to be careful there. Nice. There we go. Aha. Yeah, this is far from the most difficult Mega Man game, but it does a good job of making it hard enough. Careful. Nice. Good timing. There we go. And an E-Tank. Oh yeah, it's true. Without a shop, that means, so I won't be able to buy a bunch of E-Tanks. I want that. So finding E-Tanks is going to be my only way to do it, so I'm going to be really careful when I use them. If I'm going to have to get a game over against a boss to save my E-Tank for later in the game, then I'm probably going to do it. Crap, they're going to spawn forever, aren't they? Let's get Black Hole Bomb. There we go. I like Black Hole Bomb because it kills most things in a single hit, and it draws them in. We can only have one on the screen at a time, but it's a good idea. Like right here, for example, is perfect. There we go. Now they won't really bug me. Nice. There we go. Haha. I really like it. It can take care of a lot of enemies. Actually, I wonder if we can take these guys out. Nice. That's cool. Oh, how about you? No, okay. Alright, good enough. Alright, get your, what am I, Jewel Satellite on, which is the, obviously, as you can tell from the fight with Jewel Man, it is this game's barrier weapon. And it also it blocks Plugman's shots. Yeah, see, exactly. So he makes them fairly easy, and he's dead now. Oh, no, he's dead now. There we go. Woo! First 3 guys down. So Mega Man 9 is, again, obviously you can see the old classic Mega Man style. It means the levels are fairly quickly, so this will take a lot less time than Mega Man 8 will. Or did, I guess. But yeah, but that is it for me today. I'm PhilInTheBlanks, and if you liked today's episode, please like, please comment, and if you like this, subscribe to see more. There'll be more Mega Man coming your way, and all sorts of retro and new games. Listen to me advertise. I'm such a good advertiser. Oh, I'm amazing. Alright, see you guys next time. Take care.